The following story comes from Rabbi Stephen Katz. The Baal Shem Tov used to spend many hours praying. Many of his followers would leave because they became hungry or tired. But some would remain until after the Baal Shem Tov had completed his prayers. One day, all of his disciples left him alone to pray, and that day he finished quickly. When they returned, they asked him, "Why did you finish so quickly?" And in response, he related a parable. One day, he said, there were many people near a tree, but only one person could see the beautiful bird in the tree. In order to touch that bird, the man had to stand, each person one on top of the other's shoulders, and only then could he reach the bird's nest. Similarly, when I stand, siddur in my hand, surrounded by the members of my community, I stand on the shoulders of the generations before me. I gather spiritual strength and breadth as I embrace and express the joys, fears, doubts, hopes, and affirmations which psalmists, Talmudists, mystics poured out before the Eternal. When I stand, siddur in hand, surrounded by the members of my community, I stand on the shoulders of those around me today as together we pour out psalms, pray prayers, and sing songs. I know that around me are others who, like me, seek to add spiritual breadth, height, and depth to their lives. Their faith, their voices, their presence helps me to climb. Sometimes in the privacy of my own space and time, I pray my own prayers and sing my own songs, but I finish so quickly. We need each other's shoulders, the shoulders of the Jewish past and the Jewish present, a siddur and a kehillah, a prayer book and a community, to give us spiritual strength. Perhaps, he concluded, the Messiah is waiting until he sees us carrying each other on our shoulders. I love this story. I love it because it reminds us of the power of communal prayer, indeed just the power of community itself. We're now almost a year into this pandemic. We've been separated physically for a very long time. But through the wonders of technology, we have been able to come together in prayer, in community, and learning. So even though we gather in a non-physical way, nonetheless we still gather, just as we did this week for our Tu B'Shvat Seder, and as we will do every Shabbat, and indeed for Purim coming up next month. If you have not yet experienced our prayer services online, I strongly encourage you to do so, especially as we get to the end of the month of January. And the reason I say especially is because Aaron Wolf and Fred Milder have been leading our Friday night services, and Rabbi Marvin Schwab has been leading our Shabbat morning services. And they've been doing that for the whole of the month of January. And if you haven't experienced them, I really hope that you might do that this coming Shabbat, before I return next Friday and next Saturday, hopefully a little bit more invigorated. Because then hopefully together we can lift each other up in prayer, even though we may not be in the same physical space. By connecting together spiritually, we lift each other up and we come to see and behold the beautiful bird in the tree. I wish you Shabbat Shalom.